Okay, I'm throwing you a curveball, Tuelo.
Him. Hallelujah, me. You have to sing him. Him. Hallelujah, me. Him. Hallelujah, me. Him. Hallelujah, me. Him. Yep. That's the beginning of Regarding. But you won't hear it this time around.
Gotta wait till September. Regarding is coming!
Oh
Cue
my
the
gosh.
intro!
Oh my gosh. 2, 3, 4.
I mean, it's a podcast.
It's a podcast.
They don't want us to be happy, they don't want us to love. They don't want us to be happy, they don't want us to live. They don't want us to be. They don't want us to make peace, they don't want us to love. They don't want us to be rich, they don't want us to love. They don't want us to be.
That's so good. I'm so excited.
I know. I know.
It's so good. It's so good. Like, I listen to this thing every day and I'm like, is this frigging me? Like, it's so good. It's so good, Kevin. Oh my God.
What do you like about it?
You know, when we first did it and Kirk Schooner, well, how do you say Kirk's first name in
His last name?
in American, his last name?
I don't know.
I say this to Kevin all the time. What's in American? I remember once we were playing at Rockwood a long time ago.
Schoner.
And I said to Kevin, the guy who's the mixing person at the booth, on the booth, and he was like, and I was like, I need it to be this and this. Like, I wanted my mic to be a specific way, and I said, Kevin, can you speak American to him?
Can I get a large hall reverb over here, please?
Exactly. We're all speaking English, but I'm just like, he does not understand what I'm saying. And like, I need somebody to speak American right now.
It's the R's.
It's the R.
Do the impression of me.
Wait. Say something, Kevin. Say something.
What were the R words that we were trying to say?
I don't know.
I'm really excited.
I'm really excited.
For regarding.
For regarding. I'm really excited for regarding. I'm so bad.
No, it's great. I love it.
Anyways, what was I talking about?
Things you like about Regarding. You're talking about when Kirk was...
Right, so after we gotten so Kirk did all of the production of the guitars on the whole record, which is a whole story on its own, how we got to Kirk doing those.
Right.
But we love Kirk, and Kirk's always been a very strong collaborator of ours. He's the producer for Say Margaret. Anyways, when we got all of that from him and we were now talking to Robbie, the Regarding was the only one that, like, we'd ask for specific things, and then he went back and redid it again, that I was like, I don't know how it's going to turn out.
Yeah, and we had struggled so much, and even making demos of it, where it was like, what direction do we take it in?
Yes, where it was going to go.
I mean, it's in 3/4.
Because
so
you know why? Regarding started on piano.
Yes.
And so when we had to take it to guitar, we were completely like, oh my gosh, what to do? And it was the thought for me of, this is about, how do I want Regarding to sound? Like I'm in a desert, like there is a wind, it is burning hot, and it could either be burning hot or super cold, because that's how the desert works. It's
True,
either
yeah.
super, super cold or super, super hot. And it's the element of like sand, of like, blowing, all of these things. And that's the only kind of thing we told Robbie because we didn't know, like, the guitar showed up as it showed up because we'd asked him to play the melody of my vocal.
Yeah.
And did amazing. But then once I heard it, I was
where does it go?
I don't know.
Do we do drums? Do we do,
but Regarding also, we wanted to build a specific sound.
Yes.
That I think we're getting to it, but we're happy with where the sound went to.
Yes. Which was also, I think, something that we've learned through all of these recording processes is creating that very specific process that we have for doing that.
Yes.
You know, where it's making the demos, trying things out, then getting a lot of ideas like we were with Mr. Vic, and he played a lot of guitar stuff, and then like perfecting the guitars and then working with a producer where it's like we know we're not coming in without an idea, we're not coming in without a direction. We like, this is what we want.
Yes, and also there's always a lot of direction, like specific that we have that now we know, like we have to sit down and plan it all out and figure it out and then show it to someone. Otherwise, they're going to be like, this African girl, what is she talking about? Like, you know, like what are we doing right now? Like, are we making music or like, and so like we have to work on it together before we even show anyone.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like mind-boggling to them. So like that's what we did.
Which is the song that we're currently struggling to get to the finish line from the album. It'll get there. It'll great, but it is
yes
wild.
Yes, it's too wild. So like that was, you know, the thing. And then like Kirk put it, I didn't know how it was going to be, but what I loved about Robbie was being able to tell him how I hear the sound in the way I tell it, in like the storytelling. I see this, I see sand, and I see because like people know what they want. They can tell you what song the song sounds like,
right.
Whereas I can tell you what it feels like, how it tastes like, how, you know what I mean, like how it looks like, more than I can tell you what other song it sounds like.
Yeah. And to Robbie's credit, he very much took that and like knew exactly what to do.
Kevin, he's
amazing.
Yes, like I hope Robbie is a reader, like an avid reader. If he's not, I mean, he did well with the words I told him, because I feel like he's a creative enough to like see the world, you know.
Yeah.
So I really, really like love that. Even with this one now that we're working on, when I said it's a mountain with a person and the backing vocals are wind, but they are not the person nor the mountain.
Yes.
He dialed it down to that point. And I was like, it's great. It's great. It's like so wonderful. Anyways.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about like the lyrics and what the song is actually about. So we talked a little bit about the sound and kind of how we got to that space.
Yeah, you know, sometimes, Kevin, I'm writing songs in the heat of the moment. And I mean in the heat of the moment where I don't normally just write songs like, and then, you know, hey, baby, shea butter, put your hands on my hips type of a thing. And then like...
Well, that's for our dance track.
Yes.
That'll actually be a really good song. Put an amo piano beat behind that and a little...
Almond butter on my butt. Put your hands on
Not
my
almond
butt.
butter, you're allergic.
Like, kill me one more time. I don't like, something, Kevin. But like, I'm just saying that I don't like write in that manner. It feels like I'm writing it for a year, and then one day, like the way I look at it now, maybe it is that it's happening in my spirit, in my energy, in my head. And then I sit one moment, I hear something, I put it on like the memo, just like as a little note. But if it's like knocking on me, like regarding, I heard it, like it might have been on the plane, or I just got into South Africa, or I was just leaving New York, and it was like a melody, I don't remember, but it was a melody. And Kevin, when I sat down and listened back to it, I wrote it all in one moment. And it's usually like just writing it in 10 minutes and finishing it right then and then. But my thing, it feels like it's not of me sometimes. It is just like it is coming out of me. But it's like, it's not... sometimes I'm like, but maybe I'm not writing it about myself. Maybe it has nothing to do with me. Or now I think maybe it has everything to do with me. It took me a while to get here. But this is where I am. Like, music is therapy for me. And sometimes I don't even know from what I was healing out of. But it is what it is, you know? And so, like, I just wrote it in one go. And I kept on listening to it until I was just like, I need for Kevin to listen to this. Like, you know, I need to, and that was it. Like, there's no actual process that I can't tell you. It might have been the words first. I don't know where I was really, like which continent I was in, but it definitely was not Germany. Like, when I got to Germany, I'd already finished, you know.
And then the other songs came while we were there. Do you consider it a love song?
I consider it a healing song. It's a therapeutic song. It is, and like, and you know, I always have a tinge of everything. That's why I'm like, I don't know what I'm writing about, Kevin. Like, sometimes I don't know. Like, at the end of the song, it's regarding my heart in the cold. The night made this darkness a slave, right? Regarding my heart in the night. The knife on my neck, now a chain. Like, I don't friggin' know. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I mean,
know they're intense lyrics.
Yes, I know that. What I always say about, like, apartheid being my Roman Empire is that I'm writing from all of these aspects of my life. And sometimes they're, like, overlapping because that's just how life is. You know what I mean? They're overlapping. And so I'm writing regarding here, regarding there, regarding there, regarding there. It's all coming together as like one song. And so, like, what was the question again? I don't know.
It's okay. We're good. Let's talk quickly about the video, because the video also came out. What do you think of the video, and what was it like? You know, this was like the first video where you were
in the video.
In the video, because for the EP.
Yes, it took a while for me to get to this point. Like, I don't think I would have ever thought I'd be in a music video ever in my life. So it really took also doing the covers for me to be comfortable to this point.
We just experimented. And
and it's also the reason why I don't really like social media, because of just your face and everything constantly. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a musician and I should be delusional enough to think my face should be everywhere. My face should be everywhere.
It should be everywhere.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and at the same time, like, I just want to hide in my little corner. Like,
and then go play.
And just, you know what I mean? And just go and play a show and that's it. But it took a lot of, like, my sister also being like, people need to see your face. People need to see your face. Like, Kevin also saying that. Like, everyone.
People just want to see your face.
People just want to see
and
your
face.
And hear
you sing.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and so, the video is really great. I'm amazed. We got very far in a couple of months for me to get to that point. Kevin shot the whole thing.
I don't know how he did it.
No, you did do it. Like, I think it is just so cool. Also, just like the aspects of creativity that you unlock in yourself. Because when you sent me the video the first time, I was like, cool. And then when you sent me the video, this is March.
Yep.
And I saw Kevin, I was mind blown. I was like,
because I sent you a cut and you were like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
And I was like, we got to make this work somehow. Like, we don't have time. You're on the other side of the world. We have to finish this in a week. And I was just like,
was shocked. Kevin, like, you did it. It's so, like, if you see it, folks, you are going to think the best director with the best crew with a big budget did this. And we literally spoke about it at Le Pan one day for 10 minutes. It just showed up in our like,
We're just like,
thoughts, and we just like literally finished it all in that time. Looked at dates, looked at the time that I was leaving, and
which
we
was
were
like in a week.
And we were like, we're shooting the video, and I think it's also that thing of when something's easy, it's when something's yours, it's like
when the concept is there, you're just like, okay, we can find a way to make this work.
It was so right, it was so perfect. It was the concept was it showed up and it showed up right and perfect. There was a space for us to do it, and it was only us three.
Yeah,
like the original team.
The original team, the dream team,
and we did the thing that I always think people think it's impossible to do. It's impossible to do without a budget. It's impossible to do with, so many people have been like, I want to do your video. I want to do your music video one day. I want to do your music video one day. But it's all about budget. It's all about this. It's all about that. Yeah. And I think we knew from doing the covers that that's not what we're looking for.
Yeah.
We're looking for something really special. Mm-hmm. And we knew it doing the covers that we were going to get to this point. But we just didn't know that, oh my gosh.
Well, pressure's on because I've been thinking about, oh my God, we need to do the next one like now.
Now, yes. But I'm so proud of us. Like, one, the covers taught us to practice.
Practice, yeah.
Like, we did so well in doing that. Mm-hmm. Like, we were so professional. And also having no one taught us anything about this. But we did it so professionally that it turned out this way. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I have one small qualm that has nothing to do with the video, but it's okay. Yeah. In general, it's just
made it work.
Good work, Kevin.
Oh, well, thank you.
Bravo.
And bravo to you.
Bravo.
Being on screen for all to see. Dancing around a dining table.
Unbelievable.
One question I have, so knowing the streaming landscape, because we've talked about this a lot, to try to boost streaming numbers and all this stuff. So one of the reasons why we are starting this dance track kind of thing is because that's where streaming is. So with so much music available today, and also knowing sort of the popular music landscape, what do you think sets Regarding apart? Oh,
I think sets Regarding apart. I think one thing I like about it is that it doesn't have drums.
And you're a big drum person.
I'm a huge drum person. In the music world, what sets it apart is that it has that cinematic feel. So what I knew as an African person trying to make music I like was, because I write from a specific viewpoint and I want the music to live in a specific world, I need to take people through a journey. And I think what makes any of my music interesting is that there's a journey to it always, and I want for it to be a journey. Mm-hmm. And so I think that, it's still folk rock music, but I kind of want to say it's a journey, and it sets it apart from every other, I think, popular music or genre, because I'm living in that world where I'm just I'm making really great music, and I'm making it into, if it didn't have a film, it is film. If you didn't have, if you you know what you're getting. When my sister heard it for the first time, she was like, oh my gosh, I could get married to this song. And it's not even about being married to that song is not,
it's not
that is not the song. Do you know what I mean? But I want it to be a journey, and I think it feels cinematic, and it sets it apart more than anything. Yeah,
I think what I really like about it, and I think it also goes into the reason why we're doing candles for merch, because we've talked a lot about that, is so much of the music industry is about just like consumption of music where it's like on in the background or you're just like dancing to it, which is great. But very little of it is meant to be like sit and experience and like have a moment. So like in order to have a journey, you have to be paying attention. You have to be kind of like thinking and stuff. So I think it really sets the mood for you to be able to have a moment in your day where you're just like contemplating things. And
I think also what I really loved about it, which my sister said, was she said to me, I didn't think you would grow because you have like, you're so specific in what you do and you have a specific voice. But she was like, I didn't think you would grow vocally to even hold back what you have. And she was like, you held back. And it's blowing my mind. Do you know what I mean?
And that, I think, is one of the lessons we've learned from this album.
Yes.
Like, we've re-recorded vocals where it's like, oh, no, you actually need to pull back, which is more effective in studio recordings and even live.
Yeah. But the biggest thing was also to be able to relay what we do live onto a produced record.
That was the whole goal.
This was the whole goal. If you haven't heard anything from this podcast, the whole goal was to relay the way you feel in a show onto a record, because we found that there's a specific thing when people leave a show, they are swimming on Mars. They are like, people are living in worlds that, and I appreciate it so much. Like, people are like at the beach, like it's at night, but they've had a journey on their own.
They've been transported.
Do you know what I mean? And so, like, this was an attempt to do that. That's why I love that my sister was like, I feel like I dreamt of my husband listening to this. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, she was listening to it, like, in 3 minutes. And she, like, and for me, that was the feeling. I just wanted for people to have the same feeling that they do at a show. To have that feeling. And that's kind of the coolest thing about holding back, about, you know, doing the thing that I don't do at a show. At a show, I'm going to sing you regarding my heart. Like, that's me. Like, that's how I sing out loud.
It's power ballad.
Yeah. But, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to do that, but, like, it's different from just,
Okay, last question, and then we have to roll. What are your hopes for this single? What do you hope to see?
Listen, share. Listen, share. Listen, share.
Got another dance track.
Listen, share. Listen, share. That's all. I just would love for you to listen to it. And I really hope you love it. I hope you love it. I hope I am not so delusional as to think my song is so great, because I freaking love it. And so I'm the most scared that I love it too much. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to panic. I'm going to panic until the song comes out, because I'm just like, do I love this too much? Am I crazy? Like, am I hearing things that other people are not hearing? Like, you know what I mean? I want for you to love it and to make it your own and to take it as yours, because it is like, putting out music is love unconditional. It is trying to give you the healing I'm experiencing. It's trying to give you the love I'm experiencing. It's trying to give you all of that. And I just want for people to make it theirs, to love it, to listen to it as much as they can, to help me make more music.
Great.
That's
on that note. Go listen to the song, watch the video, share it. We'll be back to talk more about songwriting and everything we're doing. And done.
They don't want us to make peace, they don't want us to love, they don't want us to be rich, they don't
Hey, it's Tuelo. If you like, follow, subscribe. Enjoy. Love you.